Vitamin D's function extends far beyond calcium metabolism. Through VDR, the vitamin D receptor, vitamin D acts as a transcription factor upregulating autophagy genes ATG5, ATG16L1, and BECLIN-1 specifically in immune cells. This autophagy induction enables macrophages to trap and degrade intracellular pathogens like tuberculosis bacteria while modulating inflammatory responses and protecting neurons from protein aggregation. The mechanism involves vitamin D binding to VDR, which enters the nucleus and binds to vitamin D response elements in DNA. This activates transcription of autophagy genes, increasing production of proteins that form the autophagy machinery. The result is enhanced cellular cleanup capacity in immune cells and neurons. Comprehensive vitamin D optimization requires multiple approaches. Sunlight exposure of 10 to 30 minutes midday, varying by latitude and skin tone, produces vitamin D3 naturally. Darker skin requires longer exposure. Northern latitudes during winter cannot produce sufficient vitamin D regardless of exposure time. Dietary sources provide modest amounts. Wild salmon offers 988 IU per 3.5 ounces. Sardines contain 193 IU. Fortified foods typically provide 100 to 120 IU per serving. Diet alone rarely achieves optimal levels without supplementation. Supplementation with D3 at 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily targets serum levels of 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter. This range appears optimal for immune function and autophagy activation based on research. Levels below 30 nanograms are clearly deficient. Above 80 nanograms raises toxicity concerns. Testing protocols should occur twice yearly, particularly fall and spring, to assess seasonal variation. Testing allows dose adjustments, maintaining optimal range year-round. Without testing, you're guessing about appropriate supplementation levels. Cofactor requirements include magnesium for vitamin D activation and K2 for directing calcium to bones rather than arteries. Supplementing high-dose D without adequate K2 and magnesium is suboptimal and potentially problematic. Seasonal adjustment strategies recognize that summer sunlight exposure may require reduced supplementation while winter demands increased doses. Geographic location, indoor versus outdoor lifestyle, and skin tone all affect requirements. Autophagy-focused protocols for autoimmune conditions and chronic infections might use higher vitamin D doses under medical supervision. Some protocols use 10,000 IU or more daily short-term for specific therapeutic purposes. This requires monitoring for hypercalcemia and other toxicity signs. The safety consideration emphasizes regular monitoring. Vitamin D toxicity, though rare, causes hypercalcemia with serious consequences. Testing ensures supplementation remains in safe, effective ranges. For immune function specifically, adequate vitamin D enables macrophages to trap tuberculosis and other intracellular bacteria through autophagy. This explains why vitamin D deficiency increases infection susceptibility. The autophagy mechanism provides one pathway connecting vitamin D status to immune competence. For neurodegeneration prevention, vitamin D-induced neuronal autophagy helps clear protein aggregates like amyloid beta and tau. Population studies showing lower dementia rates with adequate vitamin D may partly reflect enhanced neuronal autophagy clearing toxic proteins. My assessment is that vitamin D is fundamental for immune and neuronal autophagy through VDR-mediated gene regulation. Optimizing through sun exposure when possible, strategic supplementation, and regular testing to maintain 40 to 60 nanogram levels supports the pathogen clearance and protein aggregate removal essential for infection defense and cognitive longevity.